Hello everyone. This session I am going to discuss about various topics in the Matlab Onramp course. In last session I explained about how to use the Matlab web browser as a command prompt as well as a Matlab editor. So here I will be discussing about the various topics in the Matlab Onramp and how to complete the task. Before that, here you will find the option called view or share certificate. Now if you click this one, you will get two options. One is course certificate, another one is progress report. In the course certificate, if you view or print, if you click, then you will be getting the course certificate with your name from the MathWorks Training Services. Course completion certificate, your name, how much you have completed, then the signature will be there. This is course completion certificate. Also you can get the progress report. So by clicking the downside, you can get the progress report. So in the progress report, in the topic, there are 15 topics are there under Matlab Onramp. So that 15 topics progress will show over here. So first topic wise how much you covered will be there in the progress report. So to get the FDP or SDP certificate, you need to submit this, either course certificate or progress report. If you complete all three, Matlab Onramp, machine learning Onramp and deep learning Onramp, then you will be getting certificate with a S+. To get certificate without grade, you need to show at least 60% progress in any one of the course. That link we will be opening by last day of this FTTP. Now we will get into the Matlab Onramp. So by pressing resume button, we can get into the Matlab Onramp from the course page. This is Matlab Onramp course page. Here you can see the progress. On the top left corner you can see the progress as well as the topic, all the topics. Already we completed up to the commands in the yesterday session. Then after that we are discussing about the Matlab basics, programming and all. Now today this session we will discuss about the topics in Matlab Onramp, all 15 topics. Already we discussed those things, but in that order we will discuss now. First, the Matlab desktop editor. So in the Matlab desktop editor, it will show first the video introduction about the Matlab desktop editor. Then press next. You just watch the video completely. I hope you would have watched the video. Then next task will be how to assign the value to the variable. That is the task 1. Then the task 2 is how to find pi r square value, that is area, x equal to pi r square. So this is called the editor. In the editor window we can run 2-3 commands at a time. That is the advantage of using the Matlab editor. In command window you can execute a single instruction at a time, but in the editor you can execute multiple instructions to perform a particular task. That is the difference between the command window and the editor. I will move to the next one. Next one is running the scripts. So in running the scripts is more or less similar to that previous task. Just go through that explanation and complete the task. Then we will move to the vectors and matrix. Fourth topic, vectors and matrix. Enough we discussed in the previous sessions. Here we will look the task wise. So here they explained what is array, matrix, column vector, row vector and particular scalar value. They explain what actually it is. Just go through it. then how to create a variable, then array, that is row matrix, then column matrix, then the value, assigning that values. So column vector matrix consists of 2 rows and 3 columns, and performing operations. So all are discussed in the 4.1. In 4.2, creating evenly spaced vector, how to assign the numbers. Here randomly we picked some numbers 5, 6, 7, 8, like that they are asking to execute 1, 2, 3, then 5 to 8. So it will increment by 1, 1, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then they given that task. So like that you can proceed. So here it will be incremented by 2, 20, 22, 24, like that. So this is that incremental value. Yesterday session we discussed about those. Then task 4, task 5. Here that linspace. So the linspace command is in the order. We have to mention the first number, then the last number, then between first number to last number, how many number of elements we want. So here they given 0, 5. So first number will be 0, then that last number will be 1, then in between that you want, including that you want totally 5 elements. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's a linspace use. Then here also that same thing, 1 it will be incremented by 1, 1, 2, 3 you will get, but it will be in the column matrix. Then here it will provide the transpose matrix. Actually here usually is, if you avoid this single quote, then the matrix will be a row matrix. 1, 3, 5 will come. Since we provide our single quote, then it will become 1, 3, 5 as a column matrix. Otherwise it will become like a row matrix. Next we will move to the array creation function. So in the array creation function, first we create some random matrix. So ran 2 by 2 will give some random value of that matrix. Similarly you can create 5 by 5 matrix, whichever we want. So just go through that task. So 2, it will be a square matrix. 2, 3 will produce the 2 row with 3 columns. Similarly, you can produce the 0 matrix also. Now we will move to the fifth task. In fifth task, first one, indexing into and modifying the arrays. So about that topic, one introduction video is there. Kindly watch it. Then we will move to the 5.1, indexing into arrays. So here already they will be loading a file called data file. The data file consists of these values. So that value we will be processing, or we will be extracting some value from the matrix. So y 5, 7 means 5th row 7th element will be assigned to the y. So just go through this explanation, then you execute the task. Similarly y, so end element, end of the row, then that second column value will assign to the y. Here also last before value will assign to that y. So you just read the explanation. After that you people complete the task. Next, extracting multiple elements. In the previous case we got only one element. Here we will be getting multiple elements. So here we will use the colon symbol. So the colon operator specifies all the elements. So all the column elements will be loaded over here. Similar is the case used over here. So this is for that 1:3. So 1, 2, 3. First row, second row, third row will be assigned. Here the particular element value will be assigned over here. Similarly here the last element will be assigned over here. You just go through that again. You just go through that explanation, then complete the task. In the similar way you can perform all the tasks. Next one is changing the values in arrays. Hope you got how to execute it, how to execute the task. Task 2, then task 3. But you just keep in mind the particular task should be executed in the particular window. So task 1 window is this section. So here only you need to execute. Similarly, task 2 and task 3, like that you have to execute. Then array calculation. So here array operations on vector. Here we will be doing some mathematical operation on the matrix elements. So here addition, similar is the case, different way, multiplication, division, finding maximum value, so square root, then what the error, the importance of the dot operator, all explained over here in the 6.1. Then 7th one, calling function. So here multiple output from the function calls. Here the size will give the size of the vector. Size of the vector will be assigned, or array size of the array will be assigned to that variable. So here if x size of the x will be assigned to that yes. Then here the size of the matrix, row and row value will be stored in x row, column value will be stored in x column. So the size is the inbuilt function existing in the Matlab. Then similarly we can use the indexing also, the position also we can get by using this function. The next one is help, how to obtain the help. Kindly watch the video, then you come to the practice. You can get help for all the Matlab commands. With the example also you can get it. Here which are the topic you need help, you have tried help, plot, then you run it. Here you will be getting about the particular command, plot command, all the documentation you will be getting over here. Now I type max function. So here you will be getting about that max function. So you like that you can get for all the commands. Then how to plot the data, plotting the data, plotting vectors. Previous session we learned how to plot the vectors, how to plot sine wave, cos wave, that same thing repeated over here. Just go through that instruction and execute. Hold command, hold off, plot the particular vector. Then how to change the line width, even color, line width, everything explained over here in the plotting vector 9.1. Then in the 9.2, how to give title, label, x label, y label, legend is explained over here. You execute the task there so that you will learn the plotting of the data. Then 10th topic, review problems. Here they given some guided project on the electrical usage and audio frequency. It's a guided project. 11th topic is importing data. Kindly watch the video, then come to that task, importing data as a table. So here they already loaded a table which consists of 7 rows and 4 columns. Element, density, volume 1, volume 2 and the 7 rows, 7 materials they given. So here we will be extracting the data, also we will be processing the data. The first one we are extracting the data. In the second task we will be processing that 2 data. So extracting and processing. How to process the data explained in importing data as a table. Then 12th topic is logical array in the logical indexing. So here we will perform the logical operation, that is greater than, less than, equal to, that logical operation, that is relational operators we will use. So greater than, less than, equal to, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, that value we will be using over here in the arrays. Greater than 12, checking the condition, assigning. So this task will be performed over here in the logical indexing. 13th topic is programming. Watch the video, introduction video. Then you got the decision and branching. Last session we discussed about the looping, branching, all. That is, we started with the if statement, if else statement, if else statement, then for, after that switch case. That all discussed over here in the decision and branching section, discussed over here. So first they started with the if statement, then if else, after that the looping, for loop, then final project. So here you got some interesting project, stellar motion. On the stellar motion you got the project. So it's a completely guided project. So before getting into the project, you should know what is the task involved. If you know what is the task involved, then writing the code become much easier. It's a completely guided project. The introduction video you watch, then only you will understand what is the code we are going to write. After that, read that instruction, then you just start execute, so that you can able to complete the project on the stellar motion. Finally got the conclusion. Here the additional resources, then Matlab resources, how to access the resources, their training, everything explained over here. Then finally you have to take the survey. So once you complete the survey and submit, then your certificate will appear on the course page. After completing this, you just press that my course. So if you complete the progress 100%, then here you will be getting the certificate. So you can view or print the certificate, and as well as you can see the progress report. On each topic you can see the progress report. I hope by today you will complete the Matlab Onramp course. Thank you.